started with the get ready chit chat. Would I purchase a Chanel bag now? So we're going to chat all things bags and Chanel, and get ready for the next video, which is a really interesting video which will be uploaded on Sunday. Okay, let me start off with a bit of concealer because just a tiny bit of irritation going on today. So there's a lot of videos on YouTube just now, maybe it's just the ones that are coming up on my feed about, you know, why you shouldn't buy Chanel, why you shouldn't this Chanel, how the quality of Chanel has gone down, and blah 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 blah. And you know, it's alright for all these people that have got shelves of Chanel bags sitting on the background, telling everybody else how the bag that they're going to buy is going to be bad quality, isn't it? It's very easy when you're sitting there surrounded by all these luxury bags to tell everybody else how rubbish the bag that you're intending to buy, that you have been saving for goodness knows how long for, is going to be worse quality, poorer quality, blah blah blah. And what do? They advise you we're getting straight into this one, people. They advise you to buy pre-loved second-hand bags. That's what they're advising you. It's better quality, it's got gold hardware, 9-carat gold plated hardware, whatever it has, you know, you're better off doing all of that because goodness knows who made them the expert at the end of the day. I can feel myself getting worked up, honestly. But so basically they're saying to you, go drop, I don't know, what would a second-hand classic medium flat be? £4,500 pounds. Go and drop £4,500 of your hard-earned money, okay, on a second-hand bag. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you know, this is what people are telling us because it's going to be better quality. Somebody else is using, that's still £4,500. That's not £4, £5, £20, £25, 50 quid. No, that is £4,500. They're telling you because you're going to get a better bag for your money. No, you're not. You're not. Because when you've bought that bag, you know, you can't say to the person that you bought it off, oh, by the way, I bought this bag and it's got a mark on it. Of course it's going to have a mark on it if it's years and years and years old, but you spent thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. I would rather spend the extra £2,000, go into the boutique, buy my bag, check my bag, I know who I'm dealing with, okay? And if there's something wrong with that bag, I can go back to Chanel, okay, and tell them there is something wrong with my bag. And I know there's loads of YouTube videos where they say, you know, Chanel doesn't take responsibility for this, that and the other. You know, you're always going to get the good and you're always going to get the bad. Personally, I would rather buy a new bag, spend the extra, let's face it, okay, if you can afford, I'm going with Estee Lauder, and I'm completely forgetting that I'm doing a get ready with me. That was the It Cosmetics concealer that I used. Didn't use any under my eyes, just used it to cover up all the wee, yeah, no, you know, red here that's going on, the eczema that's going on here, these wrinkles that are going on here, just wherever it's dark to bring out. We've said this and done it. Okay, gonna go in with Estee Lauder now. And, you know, I have to use the Charlotte Tilbury brush to dip in and just go in. So, what was I saying? Yeah, personally, I can't remember what I was saying, but anyway, we'll get back onto this. Personally, I would rather spend the extra £2,000, okay, get my bag brand spanking new, and it's always been my bag. And you know, a lot of people talk about this hardware not being good because it's not gold plated. How many things have you had in your collection? I don't normally do gold plated jewellery and things like that, if I had to be honest. I mean, my gold is gold. I can feel the thumbs down. I can feel those thumbs down. But anyway, I mean, how much of that, do you know, they talk about gold plated as if it's fantastic jewellery. It's gold plated. It's plated with gold. Okay, and can I just say to you, years and years ago, I don't know who it was, but there was this person on YouTube who used to sell Chanel bags and had every type of Chanel bag, and I remember her saying, I don't know, I honestly I can't remember who this person was, but I used to watch her regularly, and I remember her saying that actually it wasn't really gold plated. I don't know, I know that the bags used to be gold plated because that's what everybody says on YouTube. Whether they were or are or not or blah blah blah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, because see on YouTube, see everything that you hear on YouTube, it's not always fact, because you just get the normal person, you know, telling you what they've heard everybody else say at the end of the day, or what they've read on Google. This is, you know, we don't actually know what is fact. Right, I don't really want to be touching my bags now because I've been touching makeup, right? And everybody says that this is, I can't remember when I got my bag. I think it was 2014. I think it's 7, 8 years old. I don't know. But this was my first ever Chanel bag. Let me tell you, my gold hardware looks absolutely stunning. Okay? It looks stunning. And when I got this bag, I used this bag as not my everyday bag, it was my special bag. It's special. I don't care what anybody says, right? These bags are special. To own a Chanel bag is special. I still feel this bag special. I feel this bag special. Okay, they are my special bags. I feel so privileged to own these bags, and I feel, even the thought, when I look at these bags, I look at them and I think, these are the bags I'm going to hand down to my grandchildren, okay? And they're going to know the value of these bags. They're going to say, this was my yaya's bag, because these bags, like the Hermes bags, like the Birkins, are made to last. And that's why when you go on the second-hand market, the pre-loved market, you're still paying thousands of pounds for them. So now that I have these bags in my collection and I have had them for years, would I now go and buy a Chanel bag? Right, so if I didn't have any of these bags, yes, I would go and buy a Chanel bag. It would be my special bag. I don't know if I would have as many as I have now, and I'm so glad and don't regret for a minute having any of these bags. Yes, I would, because I love bags, okay? I think they're worth it. I think they're worth it, not because, we're not talking about, you know, the leather, you know, how much of, you know, like when people talk about the Cartier and the amount of gold and how you can go and get, you know, that amount of gold and pay a lot less. I'm not talking about value that way. They add so much more value, just, I don't know if I can put it into words, but they do add value to me. They have amazing value, you know, and you need to be into bags to understand the value of them. You need to have that passion for bags, and I do. I always have had a passion for bags. I've always loved bags, and for me, having a Chanel bag was my ultimate goal. It was. I started off with Gucci, and see, when I used to hold my Gucci, I loved my Gucci as much, but you know, when you buy these things, right, so you've done Gucci, you know, you kind of want to move up. This is where the video on Sunday is gonna go, you know. You're gonna go up, you want it, you know. I did the Gucci, I had fun with the Gucci, I felt good holding the Gucci. When I bought my first Burberry bag, I loved my Burberry bag. I held my Burberry bag with great pride. I absolutely did. Okay, let's carry on with the makeup. So I'm going to go in today with MAC, and I'm going to do the blush and the contouring and the highlighting with this MAC here. Nice sparkles. So okay, this is what it looks like. Do you think we're going to be able to contour with this? Is that maybe too goldy? That looks like my highlighter. We'll see how we go. Let's play with it. You can see it's already been used, but when I'm doing my makeup, like normally I just mix and match, and you know me, you've seen me doing my makeup. I kind of look and think, oh, it needs a bit here and it needs a bit there, and I don't know if I'm going to do contouring is going to work with this, but it'll be interesting to see what the gold looks like as a highlighter. Okay, will we go blush? No, but I'm going to go in. Let me use like my real techniques, my real techniques brush. There we go. And I'm going to go in with this and see how it's going to do what I want it to do. So would I buy a classic, I'm talking classic flaps here, by the way, because they're the ones that have really gone up in price right now. If I didn't have one and I had the funds to get one, yes, I definitely would. I'm not one. I'm going to be honest here. You know, you do you. You do what you need to do. But I'm not a person that will spend money on bags on credit. It's just, to me, that's wrong. That's not the way I was brought up with. When you buy bags, for me, this is for me. When you buy bags, it's money that you already have. You don't need to be borrowing from this account to make this account work and put it on your credit card and pay off. Look, if that's how you work, that's up to you. I'm not that person. I hate to owe money. And thank goodness I'm not in a position where I owe anybody any money. It's just not my thing. Okay, I think that's fine. That's done the job. Actually, it's a lot darker when you put it on. So let's go in with the blush. This is totally different to how I would normally do it, because I would normally go in with highlighter. MAC is very pigmented. Okay, let's go in with this really gold highlighter. I do like MAC highlighter. I used to have one years ago. It's very yellowy, this one. Can we see it's very yellowy? And because I'm kind of darker skinned, right, let's go in here. Let's do it the same way as the Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder one. See, I have been using that Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder one for so long that it's strange when I use a different one. Oh, I do like it. It's nice. Can we see it? No, you're all saying, can we see it? Can we see it? We need sunglasses. Oh, it's right. Okay, that's everything highlighted that we need highlighted. Do you see what a difference it makes on the lips the minute you rub highlighter around your lips? It just gives them, yeah, just in case you don't know, I'm not a makeup artist. I know, you're going, we can see that. We can see that by your rubbish brushes and the way you're just throwing everything on your face. Okay, let's go in with Chanel now. Chanel. This was a palette sent to me by my Mimi. Here we go. I love lilacs and purples and look at this. Talking of Chanel, by the way, I went online today, okay, because I knew I was going to do this video, checking the prices of these bags. Oh, because I've been hearing about the continuous price increases, you know, like, you know, all the continuous videos of poor quality and all of that. So I thought, you know, I haven't checked, because I haven't been interested in buying a bag. I haven't been watching them. Okay, as per usual, I'm going to go in with the lightest colour. I haven't been, so I thought let me go on and check the prices of these bags. Oh, did I say wow? I said wow, and I also said thank goodness I bought them when I did, because honestly they are, well, the jumbo is now Birkin prices. That's how expensive this is. Okay, to go and buy a small Birkin 25 is actually, well, of course it depends on the leather and all that. The last time I checked the prices of Birkins, it's actually cheaper than the jumbo. Cheaper, it's cheaper, people, it's cheaper. Oh man, cheaper. Yeah, it's that's how much these bags. So yeah. I love it now. I look and I go, my bag is worth woohoo. And so I checked the price of that as well. I checked all the classics, what are classics in my book. So I checked the price of the jumbo. I checked the price of the medium. You can go online and check all these prices if you don't know. But I'm sure if you're watching I'm sure if you're watching a video on bags, you know exactly how much they are, or roughly how much they are. And I checked the price of the walk and the boy as well. Can I tell you, since I bought my trendy, that bag there, which I bought because, I've said this before, it came out in a colour that I absolutely love. It has those lilac undertones. I don't have anything like that in my collection. I've always wanted the trendy and I went for it because you know me, I think and think and think and think, but I know, I always know when it's the right time. And the funny thing is, I have always bought my bags before a price increase, by the way. Anyway, right, let's go in with, I'm gonna go in with, will I go in with that? I'm gonna use them all eventually. Right, let's go in with this light pink in the middle, and then we'll just build. Yeah, all my bags were bought before price increases. But I watched, do you know what? I watched a video from Jacob today. I was catching up on when I'm doing things. Like, I like him to have him in the background, like, because you don't have to sit and watch him. I've said this before, not that I don't like, he's got a very pretty face, Jacob, okay? Don't come at me because I watched Jacob, okay? I think he's very knowledgeable. I know people come at me because I watch him. I don't watch all his videos, but honestly, the Chanel video he did today wasn't today. I don't know when he uploaded it, but I was kind of had it on in the background as I was dealing with washing. And he was saying today that you buy Chanel bags at a certain time of the year to get better quality. I don't know how true that is. Personally, if I'm in the market to buy a bag, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to buy the bag when I want the bag, okay? And normally, I buy my bags, if I buy a bag, it's in February because that's when my birthday is, or maybe June when it's my anniversary. Talking of which, Rico and I, in June, right, I'm going to go in with a different colour, we'll be married 40 years. It will be our 40-year anniversary. Imagine being married to somebody for 40 years. 40 years. Wow, that's a long time, people. That's a long time. Jeez, I'm such a patient woman. 40 years. Unbelievable. It really is. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a thin brush now, because now this is what does the action on the eyes. Okay, so we've got all the lighter colours. Now this is what's gonna do the talking. The dark colour does the talking. So if you're thinking of buying your first Chanel bag and you've got the money for it, go for it. Go for it. Honestly, if you love bags, this is only if you love bags. Because if you're not into bags, there's no point. There's other things you can be spending your money on that will give you the same amount of joy as a bag does to a bag person. And I'm a bag person, and that's what gives me joy. And I'm lucky enough to be able to indulge myself in the things that I enjoy. Okay, and I appreciate that. And I still, when I carry my bags, I still feel special carrying a Chanel bag. It's not just a bag to me, okay? It is not. When I see somebody else carrying a bag, because I'm a bag person and I love Chanel, when I say a bag, I mean any bag. I love bags. You know, so I did a Primark vlog, okay? I liked those cheap bags. But I know, like, you know, instantly I want to buy them all, okay? You know, the ones that look like dupes of the makes, and oh, I could get that, use it a couple of times, but I've learned that I won't use those bags over these bags. I mean, I have Gucci bags that I probably won't use. I've tried to use them again and again, but I've kept them too specifically, okay? These two here, I've sold a few Gucci bags that I know I'm never going to use, and I've kind of looked at them and thought, what's the point of keeping them? I've kept these two bags, okay? One, because they are the same style of bag. Two, because they were my first Gucci bags and I absolutely love them. Three, the quality of these bags is absolutely amazing. They look as good as the day that I bought them. They have, you know, you can use them as small clutch bags. You can detach the chain on them, as this one is detached, okay? So you could swap out the chains. You can add a long chain and use them as a crossbody bag. They are iconic to the Gucci house because this one has the Gucci monogram on it. This has the Gucci colouring on it. I mean, I honestly think these bags are absolutely beautiful, and I would never sell these bags. These bags are for Georgie and Anna, okay? And I've saved them. They don't know that, they don't care about that now, but I want one day when they're old enough to say, these are Yaya's first ever designer bags, and just pass them on to Georgie and Anna. And yes, you know, I have another son, so if he has a daughter as well, you know, it might be a son that's into bags, we don't know. There are plenty here to go around, but yeah, Anna and Georgie love bags. They definitely love bags. So I can see that their eyes glisten when they come in here, and they love to carry bags and all of that. But their mums love bags as well. It's not just the yaya that loves bags. Their mums love bags as well. My goodness me, I don't know why I even bother to do a get ready with me when I'm talking bags, because it's all about the bags. Okay, so just gonna now work on the eyes and try and make them look beautiful for my next video. Okay, we need to buff. Okay, so you see how the eyes, to me now, they just look very flat. So this is where I like to then add, you know, I've got all the emphasis here. It's all blended in, but I need more here. So I'm going to go in with this thing here that Chanel have. I don't know what it is, but anyway, it's a liquid kind of eyeshadow that people don't like. But look at the difference when you add that. That's the difference it makes. And then in the corners, I always love to add a lighter colour into the corners there. So let me know what you think of Chanel now. Would you spend the money even though you're hearing that the quality's gone down? Would you still spend the money on that? Because like I said, you know, why is it okay to spend thousands of pounds on a bag that could be 15 years old, that has marks put on that bag from the person that owned it before you? You're still spending thousands on it, but then here they are on YouTube telling us, don't spend your money, get a vintage, blah blah blah. Really? Nothing wrong with vintage, especially, you know, if you're looking for a bag that you can't get these days, and you know, and yes, you can get good quality second-hand bags. There's still going to be flaws in that bag. There's no way a 15-year-old bag's going to be perfect unless it's been sat in a box doing absolutely nothing. And if that's the case, you're going to pay for that bag sitting in a box doing absolutely nothing. It's like a Birkin. Me, personally, there is no way I would buy a Birkin that was second-hand and pay over the odds of it. No bag is that important to me. It's not going to happen, no. If I get a Birkin, it has to be brand spanking new from the boutique, okay? So it's always been my bag. I don't even want anybody else to touch it. Okay, the other thing I was going to talk about, say with Chanel, you're getting a lot of people now on YouTube saying the service in Chanel, blah 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 blah. Okay, I have bought a lot of things from Chanel, and let me tell you, let me do my eyeliner first and then I'm going to tell you, I have never had bad service from Chanel. Okay, from day one, from the very first day before I ever had a history with Chanel, I have never ever had bad service. I have always found them very helpful, and I'm going to tell you as well my first ever experience with Chanel. So my first ever experience was, I phoned Chanel up in Manchester, and at that time I was looking at videos and they were saying, oh, you can't just walk in and buy, I'm going back 2014, you can't buy a bag just to walk in, they're not easy at hand, they're not this, they're not that, you know, it's this, that, and you know, it was like, oh god, how am I going to get, I'd watched so many videos, I was nervous about phoning Chanel. Listen, I'm going to drop all this money. Okay, it wasn't as much as it is now, but I'm going to drop all this money and you're making me feel nervous asking for a bag. That's wrong. That is wrong. And that's because I watched too many videos. Too much of this rubbish. going on YouTube, okay? So I phoned them up and I said, look, I'm looking for such a bag, this bag here, and you're exactly what I'd wanted. Before I phoned up, I had decided I wanted the medium classic flap in the caviar leather, and the reasoning behind that was I wanted caviar because I didn't ever think I would be adding more bags to my collection. I thought this would be my one and only bag, so I decided to go for the medium because I felt at that time it was a more versatile bag. I could use it in the evening, I can use it as a daytime. It was, you know, it was giving me more versatility than a jumbo would have given me at that time, because it was going to be my only bag. Decided to go for caviar because it was more hard wearing. I had seen a lot of these vintage lambskin ones that had deflated, that the quilting had all got flat and people were buying them and spending thousands on them. But anyway, we've talked about that. So I phoned up and they said to me, and it was a male sales assistant at the time. I still have his details in my phone, okay? So I spoke to him and he says, we don't have any in store just now, but I'll let you know as soon as we have. That's what he said to me. Didn't expect to get a call back or anything like that. I says to him, if you get one, I asked him, how do I go about this? How do I pay for the bag? Blah, blah, blah. And he says to me, because it's the first time you're buying, because obviously he'd asked my name, he'd checked the system, because they always check the system. He said to me, you'll have to do a bank transfer. And I didn't really, especially then, I was very much a cash person. And I just didn't feel comfortable with transferring all this money before I even got the bag, because they were going to post the bag out to me. Anyway, I was working at the time, I was in the restaurant, I was working, and I got the call to say that they had the bag in. This was within 2 days, maybe a week, okay, that they had the bag in. I had all the money saved, let me tell you, ready to pay for this bag. So there was no having to transfer money from, you know, there was not. I had the money for this bag. So I said to him, oh, okay then. I says, is there any chance, I thought, and obviously I had spoken to Rico about it. I said to him, is there any chance you can hold the bag for me until Sunday? Because I'm in Scotland and I could travel down on Sunday, because the restaurant was closed, and have a look at the bag, blah blah blah. No problem. Wasn't a problem. And we travelled down on the Sunday and we looked at the bag, and I had the best service ever. The sales assistant told me about the history of the bag. She took her time. I felt so special, and I had never ever shopped from Chanel before, never, bought nothing from Chanel. This was my first ever thing from Chanel. Also, I had my mum with me who had dementia, because, you know, I had to take my mum with me. I had my mum with me. We walked into the shop. I introduced myself to whoever I saw. I didn't wait for anybody. I had said that there was a bag put by. They brought the bag out for me. This bag, try it on. Not only did they bring this bag out for me, at the time, the colour, the seasonal colour for Chanel was a navy blue. And she says to me, just before you purchase this, let me show you a seasonal colour. And it was lambskin. Oh my, honestly took my breath away. When I looked at the lambskin, it took my breath away. By the way, that was the what was this, L'Oreal primer that I put on. I'm now going in with the Primark mascara. So I looked at it and it really took my breath away, and I thought, it's beautiful, it's really, really beautiful, but I'm going to use this bag a lot. This is going to be my only Chanel bag. I was thinking to myself, I'm going to go with this. I think she even brought out a jumbo for me to try on. So helpful. I mean, honestly, the service was absolutely what I would expect from Chanel. Nothing less. It really, I felt so special. Rico was with me, my mum was with me, and it was, oh, I felt wonderful. Anyway, she said it's going to take, she let me check it over. I checked it, she gave it to me, I played with it, I didn't feel rushed. Honestly, it was the best service ever. I'll never forget it. She made me feel like, yes, I want to come back here and shop again and again. Anyway, so, oh, and by the way, that day the bag that I was carrying was my Gucci Emily bag, and I left Chanel because they had to wrap the bag, and that was going to take a while to package it all up, because we all know how beautiful the packaging is, and it truly is beautiful. It's stunning. I mean, my boxes still have it all wrapped up and folded in the same way. I've got it all kept like that. Anyway, I left Chanel and went into Gucci to buy my key pouch, because, you know, I was watching all these videos and they were saying at the time, don't put your keys into the leather interior of a Chanel bag, blah blah blah. So of course I needed a key pouch, so, you know, that was my make at the time, you know, that's what I was familiar with, Gucci. So I went in and I bought, and let me tell you, this has been an amazing key pouch, but so has the Louis Vuitton one, but this holds so much more. Anyway, you're getting a lot of bag and all of that information. So honestly, my experience in Chanel was first class. So, you know, when people say, oh, I had a bad experience, you know, I don't know why. If I walk into Chanel and I think somebody is rude to me, and I don't see why they would be. Why would somebody be rude to you? I don't know. But if they were, I wouldn't let them away with it. Excuse me, could I possibly deal with somebody else? Because, you know, you're not giving me the information that I'm needing here. I'm here to buy this, that and the other, and I feel you're being rather rude to me. And would I do that? Of course I would do that. There's no way. Why should I miss out on a bag because you're making me feel uncomfortable? I'm here to buy a bag. I'm going to buy the bag. If you're going to be rude, I'm going to speak to somebody else. It's as simple as that. Anyway, and then after that, even when I bought bags just over the phone, like the jumbo, I just ordered that over the phone. And I say to them, okay, I'm dealing with you, okay, so I'm trusting you to check my bag over. You're the expert. You're the one that deals with these bags all the time. So I trust that the bag you're going to send me is going to be perfect, because you know how the bag should look. I always say that to them. And that's what I expect from them. If I'm talking to somebody on the phone and they send me a photo bag, which, let me tell you, has never ever ever happened to me with all of these bags, never happened to me, then they're not doing the job right. If they send me a photo bag, then they're certainly not doing their job right. And I always say to them, I don't want a display model. I want stickers on the bag. I want this on the bag. And I get photographs sent to me via WhatsApp. And that happens with Louis Vuitton as well. If I can't get into Edinburgh, it doesn't take me that long to get into Edinburgh, but if I can, like my Palm Springs Mini, they send me videos of the bag, and then I'll say to them, let me see the zip opening and closing, which is what I did with the Palm Springs Mini. Let me see this, let me see that, let me blah blah blah. And they do all that for you because to them it's like the same time they would be spending with you if you were in the shop. So yeah, that's the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which needs sharpened. And I'm trying to speak and put lip liner on, and it's all over the place. Okay, so yes, I definitely would, if I didn't have any Chanel bags, I would definitely go and buy my first Chanel bag now, even at that price, if I had the money. Do I need to add more classic flaps? No, I don't, because I have my jumbo, which is the larger one. I have my medium one, which is very similar in size to the small one. I have my trendy, I have the tote bag, and I also have the boy bag. I don't need to get them in different colours. These do the jobs that I need them to do, and they still bring me the same amount of joy that they did the first day I bought them. I still feel special when I'm carrying them. So to all those YouTubers that are telling you not to buy them when they're sitting in front of shelves full of bags, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Nah. Make your own choice. If you want that bag and that bag's going to make you happy, go and get it. Don't go and get it just for the sake of getting it. If you truly want that bag and you love that brand, then absolutely go for the bag. Life is short, people. Get the things that bring you joy. And of course, it's not just bags that bring you joy, but we mad bag people, it brings us joy. Anyway, that's the look for today, ready for the next video. Don't forget to tune into that video, which will be uploaded on Sunday. If you would like to see more videos from me, I'm gonna link one here, and if you're not already subscribed, just press the A right here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.